Hi, I'm Steph.
And I'm Donna.
And we are recording our dieting journey following the every other day diet, which is alternate day fasting. You can find more about it if you watch the documentary Eat Fast, Live Longer.
Yes, and another thing that, besides watching that documentary, another good thing to do is to, on Facebook, join the group that is called Alternate Day Fasting, and you will find a lot of people that are in the same boat doing the same thing. They're not necessarily doing the alternate day fasting. Some are doing different kinds of intermittent fasting, maybe the 5-2 diet, and there's several different kinds of fasting where some are like this, they're like hourly fasting type of things where you like fast for 16 hours and eat. And so there's all kinds, but we're all like-minded people, and it's really nice to find a group where you can post comments and everyone's going to support you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's one group I find it helpful, especially because besides you and maybe a few other family members that have experimented with it, I don't know anyone else that's doing this diet or even is okay with it. Most people, if you tell them about it, they're kind of afraid of the word fasting.
Yes. You know what I find kind of interesting, because I have that one app on my phone, I can't think of what it's called, but where it tracks your calories.
Oh, MyFitnessPal?
Yeah, and if you go less than 1,200...
It yells at you.
Yeah, it scolds you. It's like, you have not eaten enough for today, this is unhealthy, blah, blah, blah. And so that's even into their app.
Die.
Right. And that's why it's so nice to find like-minded people. So that'd be something I would say check out, is that site on Facebook, and definitely join. It's a closed group, and that's another nice thing, is that you can kind of say what you want, and none of your Facebook friends even know you're on it. So it's really, that's very supportive and helpful.
Well, I think one thing that we should, stress is that you do need to eat. You do need to average about 1,200 to 1,300 calories a day. So you don't want to fast every day. I mean, obviously that's not good for you.
I wouldn't do that either. I think I've read things like after you go 3 days, then you might. I wouldn't go more than that. Maybe 2 days in a row. I don't know.
So it is important to still average about 1,200 to 1,300 calories a day. Whatever your normal caloric intake for weight loss is, you want to average that from
exactly
day to day.
And that's what makes it kind of nice, because maybe I don't follow ADF that closely, because as long as it's 1,200 a day, about some days I can do like higher and lower depending on what's going on in your social life.
Yeah, and I think, as we have kind of talked about in the past, that's the best part about alternate day fasting, is you can really make it work for you.
Right.
The hardest thing I have with just strict low-calorie 1,200 to 1,300 a day calorie diets, it's like, well, what do you do on days where, you have something going on, where there's food involved?
Right.
There's certain times where you're expected to eat.
And that's why this works, because then it's like, well, let's see, if I have that party tomorrow, then today I do, 500 calories, which is going to allow me to eat enough at the party the next day. And so it's really nice. Well, let's talk about a couple other things. What do you feel, or have you noticed anything? What do you think about metabolism and fasting? Because some people say, well, if you fast and if you eat less than that, your metabolism is just going to plummet.
I mean, I think I've always had a little bit of a slow metabolism compared to other people.
Yeah.
Do I think this diet has changed it at all? No.
No, I don't think so either. And I think one reason, and I don't know if this is scientific or not, but if you're eating 2,000 calories on one day and you're eating 500 the next, your body has to burn that 2,000 calories. I think it's kind of like keeps the fire going, and it keeps, in my mind, I think it keeps your metabolism up. I haven't noticed any issues with metabolism.
I think maybe sometimes there's a misconception because the scale doesn't accurately, depict your efforts.
Yeah.
If you diet really hard and it doesn't show up on the scale, maybe, you might think it's your metabolism, but I don't know. I think sometimes you have to just ignore the scale, trust the process, and you will lose weight.
Because in the long run, you will see the benefits and you will see the outcomes that you're looking for. But it is a process, you're right. I think we talked about it's kind of like you're the turtle and I'm the snail and we're in a race, and it's not a very fast race, but as long as we're going in the right direction, we are going to get to that finish line.
Well, and I think it's important to note, too, when you diet, you lose weight, and when you weigh less, your metabolism is slower because you don't need as much food. You're not carrying as much weight around.
Right, and that goes to say that's why a man who's 6'4", 200 some pounds, actually gets to eat more than like
Yeah.
a woman who's much shorter.
Yep.
Well, I think we should roll this up for the day, and we can talk about many more subjects and say goodbye for now.
All right. Hopefully we're skinnier next time we see you.
Okay,
Talk
have a
to you
good
later.
week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.